Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Darren Jacobs and welcome to the first pay-per-view of the year. It is once again time for WIW to be resurrected. I cannot wait. We have got so much action tonight, a bundle of title matches up for grabs, and we will see who can take advantage when they step up to the plate. The first person down to the ring tonight is Tiffany Abbott, who steps up tonight for her first shot at the Mayhem Women's Championship since she debuted. A former trial-era Women's Champion, she was fantastic before the days of WIW, but as soon as WIW hit and the new talent came in, she slipped a bit, she fell down the card, and she hasn't been the same ever since, but she once again recaptures her form to get herself the shot. She's already sent the firing signs and the warning shots to Haley Bowen, who is, of course, the champion defending her crown tonight. But we will have to wait and see what Tiffany Abbott can do here tonight. We'll have to wait and see. Can she do it? One win could be all it takes for her to recapture her form and once again push herself back up the card. But we'll have to wait and see how she does. The pressure is on her tonight. But you've got to imagine there is a bundle load of pressure on the champion here tonight as well, who is making her first title defense against someone who isn't Sandra Piper, the two-time Mayhem Women's Champion Haley Bowen, who is already nicknaming herself the Monster Slayer after taking out Wwe2K18 last week and Sandra Piper for the last couple of months. But tonight she has to focus on the task at hand, and that is defending that title around her waist. She is fully aware of the threat that Tiffany Abbott brings. These two have been very close in the past, but Tiffany Abbott, she made it clear last week that the battle lines were drawn and that this is going to be a war. Bowen, who has been through the paces, she had to prove that she really could be the dominant champion she claimed to be, even at Insomnia when she beat Sandra Piper 2-0 in a 2 out of 3 Falls Count Anywhere match. She has proven that she deserves to be champion, but she has to do what she hasn't done yet, and that is successfully retain the title. Actually, tell a lie, she has done that once. I was talking about against Sandra Piper. The Mayhem Women's Championship is on the line here tonight to kick off the first pay-per-view of season number 2. The challenger, Tiffany Abbott. A lot at stake for her here tonight. You got to imagine she hasn't really got many more title matches left as she keeps throwing them away. She needs to at least put on a good match tonight to prove she's worthy of taking the title from the champion, Haley Bowen, who has finally moved past the threat of Sandra Piper. We haven't seen her since, but we know that Bowen will always be ready for anyone that's coming at her, and tonight I'm sure will be no exception. Can Bowen defend her championship and her crown here tonight against the upcoming challenger, her first challenger of the year in Tiffany Abbott? It's been a while since anyone's had to defend their titles. Could this be the cause of them slipping? Everybody was on break. There's been a long wait between title defenses, but can tonight she become the first champion to defend here in season number 2? Well, technically the second, of course, Big Willie defending in the pre-show, but here on the main show, can Bowen do it? We'll see. Bell rings and away we go. Look at Bowen straight out the gate. That's the type of fighting spirit we were talking about with Bowen. We knew she'd fly out the gate strong. We knew that she'd be delivering fast-paced offense. That's what she used against Piper. That's what she used against Kaiju. And that's what she's used against everyone she has fought against. She is flying out the gate here. And look at Tiffany. She doesn't have a clue what's hit her so far. Just storming out the gate and a massive suplex as well. And Bowen, no way. Bowen already looking to put away Tiffany Abbott. Oh, and look at this. Went for the electric chair, but well sidestepped by Tiffany. And oh, well countered there of her own. Oh, look at that. Flips around to get to the top. Trying to push her away. And look at this. Oh, Tiffany makes the mistake of not taking her out. And oh, look at that beautiful diving crossbody. Well, Bowen has exploded into the start of this match. She couldn't land the electric chair driver, but she is dominating out the gate here. She's going to try her luck again. Can Tiffany sidestep one more time? The electric chair. Yes, she can. Can she capitalize? Big kick to the gut. And now, what's she thinking? Russian leg sweep. She is not going down that easy. Refusing to stay down. Refusing to give up the fight. Oh, there's an arm wrench as well by Tiffany Abbott. And now she can start mounting some offense of her own. What a fast-paced start to the pay-per-view we are seeing here between these two women. Two women with one prize, and that is the television title. The Mayhem Women's title that is on the line right now. Look at Tiffany. Little big gut check there. Very nicely done. And look at that, taking a breather. And look at Bowen, how quickly she gets back to her feet. Heart of a lion, refuses to stay down, refuses to give in. And now these two women trading strikes back and forth. We'll see who gets the upper hand. Big knees now flying in, and there it is. Spins her around. She might finally get her up. She's got her up. Can she finally land it to put her away? Electric chair driver straight into the cover. Is that going to be enough to get her out of here? Yes, it is. Bowen retains. And despite the fast-paced offense from both ladies, it was Bowen who got off to such a strong start. She finally found the move that she was looking for, the electric chair driver, and she retains with ease here tonight. What a battle, what a contest, and no surprise that Bowen walks out the winner. She had to prove to everyone here tonight that she wasn't just a one-time fluke champion. Tonight she is done it again. The two-time women's champion shows what she can do once again. What a battle. I thought that surely Tiffany Abbott would be able to bring more to the table than that, but Bowen just shows how much heart she has. She flew in out the gate, she came in strong, and she dominated and walks out the Mayhem Women's Champion here tonight. What a victory. That is how you start a pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen. Hayley Bowen retains, but she knows she's got plenty of hungry challengers waiting to try and take that title back from her. Can she keep on for this for a long time? We could be looking at a historic reign here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have to wait and see. Can she finally now push on and do bigger and better things here in WIW? We'll have to wait and see. What a win for Bowen here tonight, though. Let's move on down the rest of the card because we've got plenty more action to come. That's one title defense in the books, but now we have another on the cards tonight, and it is for the European Championship. Mayhem kicking us off here tonight in a spectacular fashion. What a battle we have in store for you. The challenger, Siler Jordan, the man who has exploded onto the scene here in WIW, ready to make a huge, huge statement here tonight. Can he, in his first month here, capture the European Championship from the dominant champion we have currently, the Welsh Dragon, Mason Foster? Siler Jordan last week was quick to apologize for his ambush on Mason Foster. He said it wasn't intentional, he didn't really want to hurt Foster, but he wanted to send a message. They had spent the last few weeks working together, trying to get rid of the threat that is JW Cashman and Travis Cottrell, but instead all they did was become closer and closer friends, and the Natural Born Thriller wanted to make it clear that once he got here and once this title was on the line, he would do whatever it takes to get his hands on gold. The Natural Born Thriller has come here to be the star of the show, and he's made it clear he has no intentions of stepping his foot off the gas tonight in order to capture the championship. Siler Jordan with a huge opportunity tonight, beating JW Cashman to get this opportunity. And now tonight, the opportunity of a lifetime arises. In his first month here, the Road to Glory Season 2 winner, Siler Jordan, gets the opportunity to become the European champion. He's got a tough task ahead. Two allies, two friends colliding tonight, but only one of them can walk out with the gold. It's going to be a fantastic contest regardless, you got to imagine. But here comes the champion. He has been champion for quite some time now. He's a two-time European champion, the longest reigning European champion. He is now considered probably, right as at this very moment, one of the all-time great champions of this title. And here he is, in the flesh, the Welsh Dragon, Mason Foster, defending for the first time in Season 2. His first defense since the triple threat at Insomnia, where he defended against SDC and Jaden, who of course moved on to different brands. Unfortunately for them, they haven't moved on from each other, that's for sure. But Mason Foster, he made it clear after Siler Jordan's attack last week, he knows it's just business. He made it clear though that he is not willing to put his friendship first either, and that the European Championship is all that matters to him. That's what he intends to retain. Of course, his hunt for the world title has been slowed down by the numerous massive challenges for this European Championship. But the question still remains, is the Welsh Dragon still the great European champion that he was last season? Or has he let it slip? Because so far he stepped into the ring and he hasn't had the best of results. He managed to get a win in the last show, but other than that, he hasn't been fantastic in his first month back. Mason Foster with a point to prove. Siler Jordan ready to cement history. The European Championship on the line here tonight. And we are looking to crown a new champion potentially. Or will Mason retain? The challenger Siler Jordan has exploded onto the scene here in WIW. The natural born thriller has put on a show every single week to get to this point. But the question is, can he do it? Does he have what it takes to step up the plate and capture the European Championship here tonight? It's going to be a tough ask, but the champion is always laser focused. The Welsh Dragon Mason Foster, the fan favourite, always gets the job done in his second stint. His first stint wasn't as great, but all great title runs must come to an end. Is tonight the end of the run of the Welsh Dragon Mason Foster, the Welsh Wonder Boy, the star of Mayhem, the Mayhem Star of the Year, in fact, and he defends his title again here tonight. Could it be for the last time? Will we be crowning a new champion in the natural born thriller, or will the thriller be slayed by the dragon? It's going to be one tough contest. They're both ready for it, though. They're both eager and ready to go. Bell rings, and away we go. And already, Siler Jordan going straight for him, but he ran straight into the grass there of Mason Foster, who's going to take his frustrations out here. And you've got to imagine, after the friendship that they had built over the last couple of weeks, that Mason Foster wasn't too happy about the ambush that he received from the person that he'd allied with. These two have worked together to fend off the threat of JW Cashman and Travis, who of course have formed their little alliance, working together to potentially pursue championship gold, both of them. And then for Siler Jordan to just turn on him like that, it was quite vicious. And of course Siler Jordan has come out and he said his apologies, and he said, you know, fair play, I crossed the line, but I was making it clear that when the bell rung, we are no longer friends, and the title is all that matters. And a big counter on the spear there, and Mason forced to retreat. And Siler Jordan feeding off the applause of the crowd here. Two fan favourites. Siler Jordan has exploded onto the scene very early on, and no surprise that he has he's been taken a liking to by the crowd. Beautiful kick there by Mason Foster, and continuing now to work away on that knee, and once again on the leg as well, wrenching away. And a smart strategy here to work away on the legs. Oh, and the referee gets in the way there of the leg drop. And he affects it a little bit, but not too much. Mason gets a decent enough contact on it. Mason Foster has defended against some of the biggest names in the company. As I've mentioned, Jaden, SDC, Jax Wolf, Stephen Miller. He's done the works. He's done the business. Dicson, of course, up there as well. He has defended against a lot of people. Of course, he only ever lost the title once, and that was in his first reign, as he lost it to Brad Skeen, who of course is currently the WIW champion. And that's exactly what Mason aspires to do, but Mason aspires to become a double champion. He wants to be the first man to hold the WIW and European Championship at the same time. Mason again working away on the legs here, really has focused in, and this might be why. Submission hold applied, and I think he just brushed the ropes there, and the referee forces the break immediately. Mason going to drag him into the ring again. Once again, going to work away on the legs. This has been a brilliant strategy from Mason Foster so far. We saw this in the last match. He used his work on the legs to work on that submission hold, but instead he couldn't lock it in. He couldn't get it done here tonight. Oh, and a beautiful pop-up cutter there by Siler Jordan, and the natural born filler plays to the crowd once again, and now he's building a head of steam here, trying to capitalize on this momentum. Can he ride the wave of momentum? He can. Big kick there. And now has Siler Jordan set up, now has Mason Foster set up in the corner. Oh, but look at that, Mason well escaped. These two really are putting on a fat fight here. Neither one of them could quite get the upper hand. Went for the cutter again, well countered by Foster. Foster now with the strike, and again, several strikes here. And Mason Foster doing what he can here on the middle rope. What's he thinking? Oh, look at this. Oh, and it slides over, brushes his boots across the face of Siler Jordan. Now picking him up straight back to his feet once again. Gonna go back to that submission hold. And a second time could be the charm here as Mason Foster locks it in. This could be the moment from Foster's retaining of the title. Siler Jordan in a lot of trouble. The submission again. This time locked in a lot longer. Mason, let's go. Mason's let go. Oh, and I see why now. Going straight in now for the underhook, the butterfly DDT. Hook of the arms. This could be the end of Siler Jordan right here. There's the DDT. Hook of the leg. Close to the ropes, but it's not close enough. And no, he can't retain it there. Huge kick out by Siler Jordan. And I thought Siler was done for there, but he gets the shoulder up. And now Siler straight back on the pounce here. And again with the cutter, taking down Mason Foster. Oh, and I see what he was going for, lining up for the running knee, but he sees Mason straight back to his feet. Mason refusing to stay down here. These two putting on a battle. He's going to go for the run-up anyway. And I see what he's going for here. Look at this. Oh, and a beautiful inverted DDT there. Beautiful athleticism by the natural-born Thriller. Back to his feet. And now, look at this. Going for the straight jacket. DDT, and he plants him perfectly. And now, the running knee now from Siler Jordan. This could be the moment to become the new European champion. This beautiful knee connects perfectly with the running knee into the cover. Goes Siler Jordan. Do we have a new European champion? Mason gets the shoulder up. What a battle back and forth between these two. And we are still no closer to determining a champion in this matchup. Look at this beautiful plant down there by Siler Jordan. Siler Jordan might have to go to the submission, but right now rolls through there looking for the air raid siren. Mason in a lot of trouble as the momentum is building in this match. To take control, he might be able to get this one done. Oh, wait a minute, look at this. Look at this. No way, look at this flying Travis. And Cashman ambushing Jordan and Mason Foster, and this match is going to end in DQ. Mason retains, and not quite what they'd expected, but Cashman and Travis weren't ready to let this match go, and I guess Siler Jordan's chance has just been ruined by JW Cashman. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we don't have time to sit here and dwell on it. We do need to move on down the card, but unfortunately for Siler Jordan, his Mason Foster match with Mason Foster is over. Well, I don't think we've seen the end of that feud, but that does lead to Mason Foster retaining the title regardless. And we move on to our third championship match of the main card, and it is the other women's title on the line. It's time to get some Fight Night titles in action here tonight on the main show, and it is the women's title that kicks us off. And it is finally time for her to get her title shot here tonight. Brooke Danger, who has been fighting for so long to get this title opportunity, finally gets it presented to her tonight. The champion herself requested that these two finally finish this feud inside that ring, and Brooke Danger, after months of trying to get past Laura Stables to get a championship opportunity, it's never quite happened for her, and now tonight she gets the opportunity that she has been waiting for at the Fight Night Women's Championship. And if she wins tonight, she can become the second Danger to be holding gold here. Of course, her brother Max, he's the current World Heavyweight Champion, and a two-time World Heavyweight Champion at that. And of course, she could have been the third. All of the Danger family could have held gold tonight if Chris Danger had been able to keep down Big Willie in the Television Open Challenge earlier on tonight in the pre-show. But Brooke Danger is here. This is her big opportunity. Can she capture it? Weeks and weeks of being at the throat of the champion. Tonight, she gets the chance to dethrone the champion, to embarrass her here tonight in the pay-per-view. Laura Stables has made it clear that she is not happy with the way that her challenger has been presented to her. She thinks that she's been taking shortcuts by just beating her down, and that has unleashed the dark side in her to come out to fight tonight. And no surprise, look at the eyes. She is smiling away because she is already envisioning the punishment that she is ready to deliver to the contender here tonight. That is Brooke Danger. Brooke Danger claims that she has been in the ring in the octagon with several of the scariest women on the planet, and that just because she changes her makeup doesn't make her the most dangerous woman on the planet. But then again, if that doesn't make it, you've got to imagine her dominant title reigns. Oh, what have made it? Only losing the title once, and that was, of course, to Shannon Austin. But she won it right back from her very, very quickly. That is for sure. Fight Night Women's title on the line here tonight. And you got to imagine that this one could go either way. The challenger, former UFC Women's Champion, Brooke Danger, ready to step in tonight to become the second Danger to challenge for a title tonight. Can she finally get her hands on the gold that she's been searching for months and take it from her biggest rival, Laura Stables, who has been a dominant threat to everyone in the Women's Championship division? Not many women have even been able to stand toe-to-toe with this woman. And tonight, Brooke Danger gets the opportunity of a lifetime to dethrone the champion after a big dominant win against the Women's Battle Royal winner, Violet, at Insomnia. Her first title defense of the year, and just like everyone else, you got to imagine there's a slight bit of nerve, but that demon version of Laura looks terrifying, should I say, to anyone who sees her. But can she defend that championship here tonight against Brooke Danger? Big step up for both women here. Who will come out on top? We'll have to wait and see. Bell rings, and away we go. Look at Brooke Danger straight out the gate here, firing away. And look at this big slam down and a punch to follow through. Very heavy hitter, Brooke Danger, from years of experience in the UFC rankings. We know that she can fight. We know that she can, but she always seems to struggle at the big occasions. And to that point, she has never got a shot at Laura Stables in the Fight Night Women's Championship. But tonight, she has been granted that opportunity by the champion herself. She turned around on the last one and she said, listen, you think you got what it takes? You step up, you face me. And that's the type of champion that she has been. She has not backed down to anyone. But right now, Brooke Danger is on a fantastic start, and she knows it. Playing to the crowd here. Of course, she's been very much active with the Danger family, helping both Chris recover from injury, and of course, helping Max to stand tall and defend his championship, and take the stress off of him when he comes to defending his championship. But Brooke Danger tonight has to focus on her own career, and also has to deal with the demonic threat that's in front of her. The crazy Laura Stables with two different personalities, but one dominant fighter of a person that she's always been, regardless of what face she appears to wear, no matter what she brings to the table. Stables has always been the top of the women's division. A two-time women's champion, one of the longest women's champions between both titles, and she has been a dominant threat for a very long time. Big knee there across the jaw. Brooke Danger now looking for a Falcon Arrow and connects beautifully. Very nicely done. Beautiful strike down there with the Falcon Arrow. Can she capitalize? Because she's on a good start here, but Stables was starting to bounce back a little bit. It's still early days in this match, but Brooke Danger, you know, isn't going to want to spend too much time in there. She's going to want to try and just demolish her, get it done. To the outside we go, where she can do some real damage. And the referee will make the count. Remember, champion's advantage. Well, this is a risky strategy here from Brooke Danger. What's she thinking? Remember, champion's advantage. If this match ends in count out or disqualification, Laura Stables will retain the Fight Night Women's Championship. But right now, these two going up the ramp. And this is the problem. These two couldn't even be contained backstage. They couldn't stop fighting each other backstage. Never mind here on the outside. Look at this. Neither of these two even worrying about the count. I can't see what the count is from the current angle I'm in. But look at this. These two just going to hell with each other right now. Just slamming each other down. Stables going to run back in the ring. Is she just going to take the count out victory here? Just like she did with Violet and Insomnia. The count is rising. Count of 8. This could be enough here. Brooke Danger needs to get back in the ring. Count of 9. Oh, and she just beats the count of 10. And Stables was waiting for her. Look at this. Straight away, she's going to toss her straight back to the outside where they can do the damage. And I'm telling you, this match needed to be Extreme Rules because these two did not want to contain themselves within the ring. These two needed to let out for their frustrations, but it looks like they're going to do it anyway. And now look at this. Look, a beautiful swinging neck breaker. Two women with pure hatred for each other. No surprise that the ring just couldn't contain their hatred. And now look at this, taking it down, single leg takedown, and firing away the fists. And that's exactly what you'd expect from a former UFC fighter, now playing to the crowd. Mixed reactions. The Danger family always going to get your cheers, but she hasn't exactly been behaving like a Danger over the last couple of weeks and months. That is for sure. Not sure who the crowd favourite would be here tonight, whether or not it would be Stables, despite the fact the dark side is creeping in. And the count of 8, they're brought back into the ring by the referee's count. And now look at this, in a vulnerable position. Submission hold applied. We'll see how she deals with the submission here. Look at this, locked in perfectly, trying to just reach for that rope. Can't find it. This could be it. This could be the end of the match right here. Stables to retain the title again. Oh no, well broken there, and flips through. Oh, look at this. Shoulders are down into the cover. And she lets it slide there. Not sure if the shoulders were coming up, but she lets it go. Big escape there off the submission and bridging through. And now look at this. Building momentum, playing to the crowd once again. Typical Danger family style fighter. But now look at this. The firing fists of the former UFC Women's Champion. Flying in. Big drop kick there. And now can she capitalize? To the corner she goes in a vulnerable position here. She's in. Oh, look at this. Was trying to fly in with some fists there, but well countered and caught by Stables. And now Stables, can she capitalize? Oh, try to get her up maybe for end of days. Couldn't do it. And now back to the corner. She clearly has something in mind here, Brooke Danger. What does she have in store for the Women's Champion? Oh, look at this. Looking for the running haymaker right across the jaw. Very nicely done there by Brooke Danger. And now to the corner again. Maybe on the opposite side. No, she has her down in that corner. Now look at this, pummeling away with the kicks. Oh my god, what's she thinking? Oh, and a beautiful leg drop across the head of Stables. Stables is in a bad spot here. Brooke Danger gaining a lot of momentum into the cover. Do we have a new Women's Champion? Sharp kick out at 2. Brooke Danger is off to a good start here, but she was under the cosh for a little while. Now bleeding to the crowd. She seems to think that she is close to wrapping this one up. Stables not being allowed back to her feet in her own terms. This could be the end of her title reign right here. Massive roundhouse kick. Beautifully done by Brooke. Into the cover. Do we have a new Fight Night Women's Champion? Yes, we do. New champion. She's finally done it. She was given opportunity to become the Women's Champion. And that's exactly what she's done here tonight. She took it. A second Danger with a title around her waist. She has done it. She has defeated Laura Stables finally. She finally has become the Women's Champion. And look at Stables on the outside. She cannot believe her face. She can't believe she has lost the title here tonight. The disappointment on her face. Two women who hate each other. And you can see in the demonic eyes of Laura Stables that this is not over. Brooke Danger is your new Fight Night Women's Champion. But will Laura Stables be able to come back stronger next time round? Or has Brooke Danger silenced the demonic voice of Laura Stables? We'll have to see in the future. But a huge win and a huge title change tonight for Brooke Danger. Let's move on down the rest of the card. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the first new champion of season number 2. But it's now time to crown the second new champion. That's right, a new champion is guaranteed to be crowned as we crown a first ever hardcore champion here tonight. 8 men who have all fought to get here tonight are now willing to put themselves to the ultimate test to become the first ever hardcore champion. Something to note tonight, that the 24-hour rule does not come into place until after tonight's show, which means no one can pin or submit whoever becomes champion here tonight and become the champion. That is for certain. First man down to the ring was the first man to get this opportunity, and it was Robert Hall to come down to the ring here tonight. And he's come down here in some new gear, it looks like, looking very composed here tonight. This man has been waiting for the opportunity to burst onto the scene and capture some gold, and he can do that here tonight. This is exactly the type of fight you'd expect him to be in. Look at that crowd. They are hyped up for this. A new champion is guaranteed to be crowned. All they have to do is climb the ladder and grab that title that is above the ring here tonight. But Robert Hall is looking very confident since winning the Nathan Logue Memorial Royal Rumble match. We'll have to wait and see if he can build on that and finally capture gold here in WIW. But he's got to conquer 7 other men here tonight in a winner-takes-all situation. But remember, this title will be under 24/7 rule starting after this show. So pinfall, submission, or DQ is all that has to occur for a championship to change hands at any time with this title. The first Fight Night star down to the ring, and it is Dino D, who is looking to bounce back after a huge upset defeat to the departed John Cutter at Insomnia. He bounced back and destroyed Wilson Woodward to get this opportunity, and since then he's been in quite a bit of fights and collisions with the Cruiserweight Champion, who's made himself clear he intends to become a double champion here tonight. But for Dino D, he seeks out his first bit of gold here in WIW, and I'm sure that right now there is not many people that can stop this angry monster from trying to get it. He has been, the rage has been unleashed by this man, and I'm sure he will do whatever it takes to capture that title right there that's hanging above the ring, the Hardcore Championship. Dino D, to make history as the first champion here tonight, would be a huge step up for the man that it needs to be. Will he be able to do it? We'll have to wait and see. For quite a few people in this match, it would be their first championship. But for Dino D, especially after the loss at Insomnia, you can't imagine many more people need this more than he does. He needs this desperately. But another man who would love to have this around his waist, of course, is the Dragon, Tyson Jackson, who has exploded back onto the scene, more aggressive than I think I've ever seen following his amazing win at Insomnia against the Original Brad. He is back, and he has come back tougher than ever before. The Dragon, ready to be unleashed tonight. Of course, last year he was here competing for the European Championship, and he wasn't able to capture it then. He lost to his future Dragon Dynasty partner in Jace. But tonight, this isn't about Jace. This isn't about Rage. This ain't about the Dragon Dynasty that there was before. This is about him capturing his first piece of gold here in WIW. He's not managed to capture it in the past. Tonight is his opportunity to do just that here and become the first ever Hardcore Champion and cement his name in the record books. Another man who hasn't captured gold, but I'm sure would benefit from it. But the Dragon has been on a monstrous tear since his return, so we'll have to wait and see what he does next. But a huge win it would be for Tyson Jackson, as it would be for many people here tonight. Some people have already had their taste of gold, their taste of what it could be to be a champion. Jackson has come close in the past, but he's never been able to break that problem. You know, he's never been able to break that mold of not being able to win it. But someone who knows exactly what it means to be a champion is this man, the current Cruiserweight Champion, looking to become a double champion here tonight. It is Jake Griffiths. What an achievement it would be if he was to capture the Hardcore Championship and the Cruiserweight Championship. Was allowed into this match tonight because, well, quite frankly, he is taking on some of the best Cruiserweights that we have to offer, and yet still has not really been tested. The only person who ever came close to testing him was James Rowley, who became the Cruiserweight Champion. And of course, he won it straight back. James Rowley and Jake Griffiths, one of the biggest rivalries of the year last year. But the year of the Burrow that Jake Griffiths promised all the way back at his debut came to fruition as the Cruiserweight Champion. And now, I can't imagine anyone more suited to the Hardcore division than this man. One of the most aggressive fighters that we have in the company, despite his tiny size. But the Burrow is ready to step up tonight and make history by becoming a double champion here tonight, as well as becoming the first ever Hardcore Champion. It's going to be a historic night with this championship, but it's just a matter of who can capture it. For a lot of people, they have never even had one. Tonight, Jake Griffiths has the opportunity to get two. But this man, the man who took the title from Jake Griffiths, comes down to the ring next after beating Rage in what was quite a shock victory for many people. It is the Road to Glory Season #1 winner, James Rowley, who has exploded onto the scene in WIW, but has yet to capture any gold other than the Cruiserweight title. But he's been a part of one of the biggest rivalries of the year, as I mentioned, with Jake Griffiths. He couldn't come out on top of that rivalry with maintaining the Cruiserweight title, but again, he's someone who knows what it takes to win gold here, and he knows what it takes to be a champion on both brands with that Cruiserweight title that comes with it. the perk of being on Mayhem and on Fight Night defending the championship. But James Rowley, I'm sure, would love to collide heads with Jake Griffiths. Once again, you see him staring him down there, but the party boy himself, ready to step up to the plate tonight to become the hardcore champion. It's been a long time between drinks for James Rowley as a champion, and I'm sure tonight would be no exception to that rule. I'm sure he will give everything he's got to become the hardcore champion here tonight, and that's the fighting spirit that we know that James Rowley has in his locker. A lot of people have been searching for gold here, and tonight he can be on the path to getting another taste of gold. He has already tasted it once before. I'm sure he'd love to do it again. Next man down to the ring, making his way. Look at this. A very confident man indeed. A man who chose to fight for his place instead of just taking what was given to him. It is the hero of wrestling, SDC, making his way down from the locker room and emerging here tonight in his brand new gear, looking very, very sharp indeed. The hero of wrestling, doing exactly what he said he would do, and that is get himself into the hardcore championship match the right way. After his opponent Jaden was walked out on by him, he was captured. He captured the shot of get this hardcore title against Big Boss, and now SDC, the hero of wrestling, looking sharp and confident here tonight in his brand new gear, is looking to finally get his hands on something that has eluded him for a long time here in WIW, and that is a championship. A huge step up for SDC tonight. If he can capture it, will forever cement his name in history as the first ever hardcore champion. Something that he has attempted to do for a long time. He needs a huge bounce back tonight following his defeat at the Insomnia pay-per-view. You know he desperately needs this win tonight. Can the hero of wrestling make all the fans here the happiest people, the happiest crowd alive by capturing the championship? Because you know that everybody is going to want SDC to walk out the winner here tonight. Next man down to the ring, someone who has turned up for season number 2 to say the least, and has been on dominant form after being beaten down by Travis Cottrell and JW Cashman last week. He earned himself a spot in the match, and it is Dicson, the man who single-handedly destroyed the current WIW champion Brad Skeens. Has never been great in title opportunities. He's missed out on a couple, but Dicson, again, someone who can imagine is perfect for the hardcore picture. And tonight he steps up to that plate to take the hardcore championship and cement his name in history. A scary man, a tall, powerful, strong fighter. We know what he's capable of inside that ring, but in title opportunities, as I said, has never been able to step up to the plate. But tonight, Dicson has the opportunity to do just that and cement himself forever in history here in WIW. A man with clear passion to destroy people with no clear direction. That's exactly what you get from Dicson, to be fair. I think that describes him perfectly. And the final man to come down to the ring tonight, the last man to qualify, as we saw in the last show, it is the super athlete Ryan Austin stepping up tonight for the hardcore championship opportunity. It's been a brilliant win in the triple threat match between Sal Games, Liam Connors, and himself. Connors taking out Sal Games from the picture, and Ryan picked his moment perfectly to strike, land the stunner, and secure himself a shot in the hardcore championship picture. The brother of the chairman, Blake Austin, steps up tonight and can finally get his chance at the world title. Last year at Resurrection, Ryan was in contention for the World Heavyweight Championship. He lost the title to original Brad, though, on the night. Can he finally get his hands on gold and steer his career back on track by capturing the hardcore championship here tonight? A huge chance for all of these men, for history to be made, and it is for this, the hardcore championship on the line. Obviously, it doesn't look like that exactly, but to be fair, that's clearer than what we've had in the past for the title picture. But the hardcore championship is on the line, and look at this! We're already on the way here! The objective is simple. No rules other than to climb the ladder and capture the gold. And Jake Griffiths going straight for the ladder, but no surprise that Dino D is going straight for Jake Griffiths. SDC and Tyson Jackson colliding. That's quite a battle there. The hero versus the dragon. That's a battle I'd like to see in the future, despite the brand split between the two. Robert Hall going straight for James Rowley, and that's a battle that we might have seen before in the past, actually. But those two colliding. Right now, Ryan Austin and Dicson trading strikes, but Dicson looking to get the better hand until I said that. And straight away, the tide turns on that battle. And look at Ryan here. Ryan on the top rope, and Robert Hall in the middle rope. And look at that, Ryan went to fly. Oh, look at SDC and Robert Hall flying. Everybody flying off here. And you know there's going to be no holding back here in this championship match. Only one man can capture the title. Oh my god, look at this already. Oh, burning hammer already by Dicson, and Ryan rolls out of harm's way as he gets flattened. And now SDC under fire from Dicson. These two have had their fair share of battles in the past when SDC was on the Mayhem brand. A stunner to Ryan on the outside. The same move that won Ryan the opportunity to be here is used on him here by the Dragon Tyson Jackson. So much going on. Oh my god, look at Robert Hall. Robert Hall looking for a bitter end. And oh, on the outside as well for added impact. Meanwhile, Jake Griffiths and Dino D, no surprise to see these two colliding. Dino D has made it clear that if he ever gets confronted by Jake Griffiths again, he is not ashamed or scared to lose that pound that separates him in the Cruiserweight division and try and become the Cruiserweight champion. And right now, the only person who has even gone for the ladder was Jake Griffiths. But other than that, no one else has even come close to picking one up. Everybody else is picking their battles and separating. There's quite a bit of distance between everyone right now. And Ryan, I thought maybe we'd go for the ladder. Ryan, very much a tactical fighter. We know what he's capable of inside that ring, and they know he picks and chooses his moments carefully. He likes to come in, do what needs to be done, grab the title in this case, I guess, and get out. Big super kick there by Robert Hall on the other side. And right now, it's just been an absolute massive brawl. Everyone just going after everyone. But once again, Jake Griffiths is the man who picks up the ladder, but isn't taking it into the ring. He's going to use it as a weapon here on Dino D. Dino D able to sidestep, though. But Jake Griffiths going to take that second breather to get in the ring. But we now have a ladder in the ring. Oh, but look at this. Jake Griffiths distracted by Dino D. And Dixon's going to take the ladder in an open ring. Everybody else distracted. It's going to be the moment. Oh, wait. Ryan Austin back into the ring. Oh, but Ryan, he's not paying attention. Dicson going up. The first person to climb for the ladder. Dicson to capture the title right now. No one's coming in to stop him. Oh, wait a minute. James Rowley now from behind. James Rowley prevents it. And still holding on, though. Dicson still trying to unhook the championship. James Rowley trying to get him down. But right now, Dicson being unfazed by the strikes from the Cruiserweight. Just trying to take him down. Dino D now in the ring. Climbing up there with him. Dino D tossing him down with a single strike. And he landed on James Rowley. Rowley rolls out now. Dino D with an opening, but Ryan Austin behind him. Ryan now trying to take Dino D off the ladder, trying to stop him from capturing the title. Jake Griffiths now in the ring, and now Jake Griffiths and Ryan Austin removing the ladder. And oh, the ladder in a bad spot there as it gets tossed away, and Dino D taken down there. And I think he's going to take the ladder with him. Oh, God. Look at the ladder right now. Dicson going to save the ladder. Good for him. And Dicson once again going to go for the title. Everyone else is down or distracted. And Dixon's going to take advantage here. Dicson now climbing the ladder, trying to get the title. But look at the Dragon Tyson Jackson climbing up with him. And these two at the top of the ladder now, trading strikes. Jackson trying to get the upper hand. James Rowley trying to throw him off, but I don't think he's going to be strong enough to do it on his own. And these two trading strikes, who's going to get the upper hand? Dicson and Tyson Jackson, two men, two powerhouses. We're sure we can see them collide in the future. Right now, the Dragon just trying to throw off Dicson, but Dicson holding on, and Dicson trading strikes with him, but Dicson is definitely losing this striking battle, but just can't find the finishing blow to throw him off here, Tyson Jackson. These two still trading strikes on top of the ladder. Neither one of them are falling here in this match. Neither one is going down. There he is. There's finally down goes the Dragon. And now Dicson again climbing the ladder, trying to capture the championship. Can he get him, Ryan? Ryan just watches as Dicson has already unhooked it. He did the majority of the heavy lifting to unhook the belt. And Dicson, no surprise, is your first hardcore champion. the only person who seemed focused on the prize tonight. And he climbed the ladder several times and captured it. A big battle from everybody on the outside, but everyone just seemed distracted. Ryan, belt was unhooked already. It was too late. And Dicson captures his championship in WIW and has captured the Hardcore Championship, which of course now is glitching out. It hasn't done that the whole time, and of course it's going to now. But Dicson has done it. He has cemented himself in history by capturing the Hardcore title, where new champion has been crowned here tonight. Big win for Dicson here in this matchup. A new Hardcore champion has been crowned and a new era of WIW with it. But how long will Dicson be able to hold it? I'd imagine for quite a while for someone like Dicson. We'll have to wait and see. But let's move on down the rest of the card. History crowned tonight a new Hardcore champion, the first ever Hardcore champion. But we've crowned 2 new champions, and we have seen 2 champions retain. But will we see 2 more titles change hands tonight as the tag team championships of both Mayhem and Fight Night are back on the line as Steven and David of the Wolfpac once again go up against the League of Gods for the Mayhem and Fight Night tag team championships once again for the second time, both titles on the line. And David and Steve, after their huge loss at Insomnia, looking to bounce back. One of the biggest teams that we've ever seen on WIW. They are several-time tag team champions. 2 times these 2 have held it. Longest reigning champions last season. They only lost it for 6 days in total, and that was the 1 day Insomnia that they lost it, and of course the 5 days where the Chaos Twins held their share of the titles as well. But for the Wolfpac, they've been a dominant team, tag team of the year. One of the biggest stars on the Fight Night brand, one of the biggest stars in our tag team division in total. But now tonight they're going up against a team that you've got to call them probably one of the biggest threats that the Wolfpac have ever faced, because the Wolfpac have never dealt with the League of Gods before. In their first attempt, they failed. They lost their championships, and tonight they're here to try and take them back. But it's not going to be as simple as that, because you know that the League of Gods are not going to just lie down and let their title be taken. They're going to fight with every ounce of their breath that they can. Here they come, the League of Gods, Damas and Black Jesus, defending the Mayhem and Fight Night Tag Team Championships once again here tonight, just like they did at Insomnia. Tonight they come down together. They didn't last time out. They both had their own little special moment. And maybe that was the boost they needed, I don't know. But they managed to surprise the world in a shocking win as they won the Fight Night and Mayhem Tag Team Championships. They have been a dominant team. They have never lost those Mayhem Tag Team titles. Those Fight Night Tag Team titles they have never defended. So we'll have to wait and see how they do here tonight. A lot of pressure on them to not only defend one title, but both Tag Team Championships. But the question is, can they step up to the plate? Can they defend the Tag Team Championships again here tonight of both Mayhem and Fight Night? They know they've got plenty of hungry Tag Team challengers ready and lined up here tonight, watching on as the Tag Team titles defended on both brands. Everybody in the back will be watching on to see how this one goes. Mayhem and Fight Night tag titles on the line. Bell rings and away we go. And once again, just like we did it in Insomnia, Damas and Stephen Thomas starting us off. Irish whip to the opposite side. And the Greek God trying to get off the quick start here. But Steve using a speed to get there and get in first. Steve surprisingly quick for his size of 6'6", or 6'7", I believe it is actually. Very tall but very athletic. A fantastic fighter all around. We've seen what he's capable of in the past. He was the man who came probably closest to taking the title from Big Willie all the way back when, but hasn't come back to try that one again. Maybe if this doesn't go his way, maybe that's what's next for Steven. As for David, of course, very much the powerhouse of every tag team he's been with. He has been with Steven and won the tag titles. He's been with Alex Wilson and he's won the tag team titles. He's been the Rock of the Wolfpac's tag team title hunt, and he's only literally not been with that title for 5 or 6 days if you include Insomnia. He has been the Rock of the tag team division. And Damas tags out here after a little bit of pressure. And in comes the powerhouse of the League of Gods. Black Jesus, one of the strongest men that we have seen on the Mayhem brand. Can literally lift anyone. Can trade strikes with some of the best strikers in the world. He's a fantastic fighter and a dominant part of the League of Gods team, even if he doesn't always quite get the appreciation he believes he deserves. But we'll have to wait and see if he can prove himself again here tonight. A huge tag team match. And of course, the other two members of the Wolfpac in action tonight. They're both competing against each other in a shot for the World Heavyweight Championship that could be up for grabs. Dharma's back in. David took a second to roll out of harm's way there and comes back in, brilliantly timed to land a gut buster. Oh, look at that, following straight through as well into a senton, straight into a cover to become the champions once again. Only gets a 1 count. Dharma's being cheered on by his teammate here, Black Jesus. And they might look to make another tag. They do. A lot of quick, fresh tags here between Dharmas and Jesus. And now what they're thinking, oh, look at this, looking to ram it in there with a headbutt. Very nicely done. And playing to the crowd once again, the League of Gods. Black Jesus back in. It's been a good start tag team-wise from both sides. Neither one of them have stayed in there for too long. Both teams, both partners keeping themselves fresh. We know that Black Jesus and David statistically spend more time in the ring than anyone else in the tag team division. They spend the most time in there. They're the workhorses of the match. And for Dharmas and Steven, you know they tend to be the closers of the match as well. But Steven, no stranger to staying in the ring and fighting the war. We saw in the 4v4 a couple of weeks ago. He was the longest serving fighter in that match to the top rope, but he hesitated for too long there, and Jesus was able to get some back onto his hands and knees, and that slowed Steven's plans down. And now Steve looking to plant him down. Beautifully done. Looking to tag in Dharmas here, and he just about reaches it. Steven couldn't stop him. In comes Dharmas. Oh, look at that. Well caught there by Steve. And now Steve can take advantage. Beautiful slam down. And that's what Steve needed to do. Slow down the momentum. The Wolfpac might be able to regain control here in this contest. The League of Gods, Mayhem Tag Team Champions, Fight Night Tag Team Champions. A lot of people question whether or not they're serious about this business, but they have proven that they can be the most dominant team in the tag team division if they want to be. And they proved it against the tag team champions of the Wolfpac at Insomnia. And now they're looking to do it again here and remove the Wolfpac as a threat to their tag team titles. Remember, this is the Wolfpac's rematch clause. So after this, neither team will have a shout for both titles. Maybe the League of Gods will have a claim for the Mayhem Tag Team Championships, but other than that, we do not know for certain. At the very least, they will not get a shout for the Fight Night Tag Team titles. So will we see these two collide again? Most likely. I can't imagine this is the end for the Wolfpac versus the League of Gods feud. But look at that big kick to the gut. Steven not really to go home without the title here tonight. They lost it at Insomnia. They're looking for redemption here tonight. Can they do that? David now watching on as Steve is in trouble and sent to the to the League of Gods corner, who might be looking for the end already here. Looking for the Greek bomb. Beautifully connects with the Greek bomb elbow. Very nicely done. Straight into the cover, but look at this. Referee distracted by David. Still makes the cover. And Steven gets up because of it. And now look at this. Straight back into the cover as David gets taken out. But Steve once again gets the shoulder up. And the League of Gods, just like that, turn the tides. In this match, David wiped out. Dharmas and Jesus left alone now with Steven in the ring, who's been hit with one Greek bomb already. The League of Gods might be able to do it here. Could you imagine? It was a shock to everyone's system when they took the title the first time. One of the biggest surprises at the last pay-per-view. And now they might be on track to do it again here tonight. Massive elbow drop to the chest of Steven. The dancing elbow drop there by the Greek god Dharmas. Steven still trying to fight on with what he's got left in the tank. And now trying to hype up the crowd. Enjoying the fact that the crowd are behind him again, the Wolfpac. And now look at this. Steven trying to fight on for his team. Sling blade. Very nicely done. David back to his feet. And now this could be the moment where the tides could turn. Steven lining up for a super kick. Beautifully kick. No, he's dodged. Very nicely dodged there by Dharmas. I was about to say a beautiful connection. I said it clearly prematurely, and Steven couldn't get there. Snap suplex now, rope break, foot on the ropes. And now Dharmas trying to crawl away, trying to make the tag. Steve didn't see him crawling, and he makes that mistake, and once again in comes Black Jesus, who just knocks him down with a massive shoulder tackle and a flying big boot. Steve now trying to do the same tag that Dharmas just did to David, but David not being allowed to tag in. Black Jesus Fantastic work here to stay in control of his opponent. Slamming him down on the apron. Taking control. Working away on the legs here, but Steve able to get out to capitalize. And Steve needs to think about what he's going to do next here. He's taking a lot of damage. Maybe tagging out might be the best call of option. Oh, look at that. Very nice by Steve there. A bit of athleticism. He's going to try the super kick again, this time on Black Jesus. Less of a run-up this time for Jesus to capitalize. He's going to go straight into the cover with Darmus down. This could be it to become the tag team champions again. It's a 2 count. If the Wolfpac should win tonight, they would become 3-time Fight Night Tag Team Champions. And for the first time in their career, Mayhem Tag Team Champions as well. To the corner now. And they could be setting up for the end here. Oh wait, Steve thinking bigger. Steven's thinking bigger here tonight. What's he thinking? Looking for the superplex. Beautifully done, superplex. Oh, but rolls through and into a brainbuster as well. Very nicely done by Steven. And Steven hyping up the crowd as well. Staring down his opponent. The Wolfpac have re-established control. Steven hurting his chest there. And of course, remember, Steve has had some chest injuries in the past. So it could be problematic if this it doesn't go according to plan. The Wolfpac, though, re-establishing control. And the League of Gods need something big here. And Steve gets caught watching and pay the price. Now the League of Gods hyping up the crowd here. Oh, what a massive spinning back fist. And this could be the moment if we can get him back in the corner for the Greek bomb. But Steven not backing down, not going out without a fight here. Black Jesus in a lot of trouble here, it has to be said, because Steven's doing a very good job here of working him out, figuring out what to do with him. To the corner. Can they make the tag? Yes, they can. And I see what they're going for here. This could be the finishing touch to their tag team run. Sleeping with the Wolves. Big move from the Wolfpac. Straight into the cover. Darmus really quick into the ring and breaks it up at a count of 2. Oh, David did not like that. Look at this. David going to try and take out Darmus. Darmus with a counter, though. But David straight back to his feet. He needs to focus on that legal man. That is Black Jesus. Trying to lift him up. Can't do it. And into an inverted DDT. I think that Black Jesus needs to tag out now and let Darmus try and close this one up if he can. To the corner he goes. Can he make that tag? Oh no, he's not going to make the tag. He's going bigger. I see what he's going for. He's going for that outside superplex. In a lot of trouble here is David. Oh, and the superplex connects. Very nicely done by Black Jesus. Chance of this is awesome from the crowd. And these two teams giving everything they have to become the tag team champions here again tonight. Tossed back into the ring by Darmus. And an elbow to the face. We know how powerful the Darmus elbows are. Steve begging for a tag back in. David not doing particularly well here in this stint in the ring. Trying to fight on, but the League of Gods have re-established control here. Not ready to go out without a fight here for the tag team titles. Oh my god, what's he doing here? Look at this. Removing the turnbuckle. And this is what I'm talking about. Both teams doing whatever is necessary to take the title. And now Darmus. This is exactly what I'm talking about. The closer of the League of Gods might be ready to close David up here. Looking for the greetings from Greece. Got him! Greetings from Greece. Can he pull him away from the ropes? Can he get the cover? Can this be it? Black Jesus trying to stop Steven from intervening. But Steven breaks it up and takes out Black Jesus in the process. I thought Darmus might have had the winning blow there with the greetings from Greece, and I think David and Steve did too, and that's exactly why Steve came to the rescue. Darmus trying to prevent them from turning the tide while his partner's down, and I didn't even realise he's crashed right into that exposed turnbuckle. Steve not happy, trying to get in there and help his partner, but David still fighting on strong. Not going to lie down here and let the tag team title slip away from them again. After this, if they lose, there's no tag team rematch clause for them. They've lost the titles, but refusing to go down. Throws him down in the knee. Very nicely done by David. And he knows that Darmus is still relatively fresh, that it's not going to work, trying to make sure that they get this done right. They don't want to mess around like they did last time and lose the tag team titles. And now David, look at this. Wearing him away. Trying to take him out of the picture here in this matchup if he can. make things a little easier for them if they can do as well. Oh, look at this. Oh, he came back into the ring there, and now he's starting to fight, and the referee allows it to happen. And David wisely tags out. And Stephen is into the ring. And Black Jesus there with a cheap shot. He's doing whatever he has to tonight, exposing the turnbuckle, getting himself involved in the match. Cheap shots all around, and now look at this. Looking for a Phoenix Splash, well countered. And now the League of Gods can take advantage. His partner's down. Can Stephen fight on his own? He's going to have to if he can. But he's struggling here to deal with both of them at the same time. Package powerbomb into the cover, hook of the leg. This could be enough too. And he kicks out at 2. Black Jesus couldn't get there in enough time. But Stephen sets him up perfectly now. Lines up, super kick. The one step as well. Beautifully done by Steve. And now Steve kicking him while he's down, just trying to bide time until his partner gets back to his feet. Oh, maybe lining up for the pedigree now, but well caught there by Damas, who plays to the crowd, teasing another elbow drop. Damas has Stephen up and slams him down again, and a nice little kip up as well for style points to add on top of that. And now to his corner, David finally creeping up back to his feet, but it might be too late as they're looking for the Greek bomb to put away his partner. Greek bomb number 2. Straight into the cover. Hook of the leg. Is this going to be enough? Oh, the referee really slow to make the count. It could be enough still. Stephen gets the shoulder up at 2. A second cover again. First time wasn't working, but the second time he still gets the same result. Steve kicks out again. And the Greek bomb hit twice now on Stephen, but twice Stephen gets his shoulder up. The League of Gods putting the Wolfpac through their paces to get them out of this matchup. But still they fight on. Still they stand tall, refusing to give up. Oh, and once again now, Stephen now tossed into that. And Stephen, like I say, we know he's had injuries like that in the past, and that's not going to help the situation. And now what's he thinking? Oh, God, I thought maybe he was going to drop him onto that turnbuckle. And it instead continues to maintain control. In complete control right now is Black Jesus of the situation. There's a gut buster. Stephen needs to tag out, but his partner's down. Spinning back fist. Massive spinning back fist. Stephen's down. And this could be problematic. We could be in for the title defense that the League of Gods need to maintain momentum. Can they do it? And look at this. Starting to struggle here. Signs of a struggle here from Jesus. But he's got one more move left in store for Stephen. Looking for the spinning powerbomb. Stephen's in trouble. Spinning powerbomb. Oh, and you saw how much energy it took Jesus to do that. But still straight into the cover. Can they stop the intervention? Oh! Damas just accidentally took out the referee, but the leg's still hooked. And I don't think David has realised that he's still counting. He's still holding on, waiting for the referee to get up. Stephen, no signs of life right now. This could be problematic if he doesn't kick out. Stephen is down. Damas has kept him down. Black Jesus has kept him down for like a count of 30 right now. And he's definitely should have won this match. His own tag team partner almost screwed it for him, but they still might get it. Straight back into the cover. 2. No! And if he'd have got up a second earlier, Stephen would have not kicked out and they would have retained. Stephen survives though, due to Damas' own mistake. And now there's signs of life in this match for Stephen. Can he take advantage? Rolls through, looking for that signature super kick. And his head ricochets off the turnbuckle. Unbelievable scenes. Stephen was almost out, but now signs of life in this match. He might still be in this one yet. To the corner. Needs to tag out. Oh, wait, no, he doesn't. Look at this. We know what he's going for here. He's looking for that running shotgun drop kick. This could be the end of Jesus' reign right here. Beautiful drop kick. Very nicely done by Steve. Back in the ring with his last burst of energy. Into the cover. Is this going to be enough? Do we have new tag champs? David couldn't stop the intervention. And now the Damas being struck down by this. And now look at this. The package powerbomb delivered right to Damas. And that's going to keep him down for a little while. And Steven now trying to stay in control of Black Jesus. What a contest this has been. Neither team giving up here. Refusing to let the tag team championships go. For Steven and David, this could be their last chance at getting the titles back if they can't win this match. For the tag team champions, Damas and Jesus, this could be their chance to get the Wolfpac out of the title picture. They're doing all they can right now, but as it stands, it's not been enough. Needed to make the tag there, he couldn't. And these two now trading counters, and a big punch to the back of the head sets him up perfectly. Damas still down from the package pile driver. No need for a run up on that super kick. Steven running low on energy. Everybody in this match running low on energy. How much more do they have left to give in this matchup? And Steve, look at this. Big stomp to the gut. Damas getting back to his feet finally. Down for quite some time there off the powerbomb. Package powerbomb. Damas, I'm sure, would want to get in there right now. His partner being beaten down. But he still fights on. Lifting him up beautifully. Military press slam. Now trying to make the tag to David if he can. But still not being allowed to. Steve has spent a hell of a long time in this matchup. And still, oh God, he's in the corner now. In that exposed turnbuckle corner. But Steve couldn't capitalize. And now Damas flying across there with a massive shoulder tackle. And can he make the tag? He can! Jesus couldn't stop him. In comes David. The powerhouse of the Wolfpac exploding back into this ring. And this has been one hell of a tag team contest. And still, we're no closer to determining a winner. Which one of these teams will come out on top here? Only one can do it. Only one team can walk away with both tag team titles. And now look at this. Cover, but look at this. Using the ropes for leverage. Is David going to steal it like this? 2 count. And that was obviously not the way that this match should have ended. But it came very close to being that case. And now Damas trying to slow down the momentum of him there with the air raid siren straight into the cover. Is that going to be enough? Steve down on the outside, not going to get in. And it didn't matter because he kicks out anyway. Huge kick out there by David. I thought it was over for a second there. His partner weren't going to be able to save him. Big shoulder tackle by David, using his strength to his advantage. But these two both are equally strong. Black Jesus, is he slightly stronger? He could be, I don't know. But David has shown his strength in the past many a time. Can he take advantage? Is there one move in this match that one team can hit to get this job done? Tag is made. Now look at this. Looking for a package powerbomb before sending him home. Not quite a full one, but it's perfectly hit. And straight into a brainbuster as well to add more damage to the head. Steven now looking for the finishing blow. Looking to put him away with the pedigree. Can he do it? Pedigree's got him. Can he flip him over into the cover now? Surely this is it. Surely this is the end. Can he stop Damas from getting involved? No, he can't. This match continues. Couldn't keep himself. Couldn't stop him from getting involved there. Black Jesus. To save Black Jesus, should I say. I'm starting to lose my voice now for what's been an incredible contest. Just like it was at Insomnia. These two putting on a fantastic showing, but only one team's going to walk out the winner. Now with his partner down, that could take advantage. To the top again, maybe thinking of a superplex again. Steven with the counter, and a beautiful double knees to take him down. Thought maybe he was going to bridge into those double knees into a cover, but doesn't. The Wolfpac doing everything in their power to survive here, but it's just still too close to call. Neither side can keep him down for free. The best any team has managed is a 2. David down right now, so Steve having to do this on his own. Could line up for the final shot with another super kick. But I think Steve knows that might not be enough. He's taking his time here. Maybe coming up with another strategy. Does he have something else in his bag of tricks to get this one done? Oh, look at this. Damas and Black Jesus might be able to take it here. Spinning powerbomb. Spinning powerbomb again. Steve was down for ages with this move last time. Oh, what a save. What a save by David. He keeps the match alive. Right when I thought that they had done it, that they had retained, he survives. Tag out to Damas. I genuinely thought that they were going to get the 3 count there. That spinning powerbomb clearly working again to full effect, but the referee taken out by David to keep the match alive. Tag is made. Back in comes David. Oh, looking out right in front of the referee's face. Oh, he actually lands on the referee there. That's not going to help the situation. But now this might put him away, but the referee still not up. This could be the end of him here. Package pile driver again. Package pile driver again. Dragging him to the ropes here. Into the cover, but the referee is still down. The referee is still down. Black Jesus trying to be disposed of by Steve. These two just trying to stop him from breaking up the cover. But David breaks it up anyway as the referee is still down. And what did keep the match alive for Steven and Dave by breaking it up could have led to a big mistake. Could have kept this match from turning the other way. And now Darmus left alone with David as Black Jesus takes out Steven on the outside. This match is so close to an ending. One of these teams will walk away with the tag titles. Who is it going to be? Will it be David and Steve? Will it be the champions of current day, Darmus and Black Jesus? Darmus now the closer of the team, looking to put him away, looking to get him up. No, couldn't connect. Greetings from Greece goes astray. David trying to slow him down there with just desperation strikes, and now gets him up on the shoulders, looking for a big slam. Oh, there's a gut buster, and following through with a senton again. Yes, he is. And straight into the cover off of it. Is that going to be enough? Do we have new tag team champions? 2 count again. The longest match of the night so far. Both these teams refusing to go out without a fight. 2 teams that have grown to hate each other over the coming weeks. And still we are no closer to separating these two here tonight. What a match this has been. Thoroughly enjoyed every second. But eventually someone's going to have to give. David refusing to stay down here. The powerhouses have gone several times toe-to-toe tonight. Couldn't even knock him down there, Jesus, with the massive strike. Oh, but look at this. The tag is made. Could he get him? Could he get him? Sleeping with the walls. He's got him again. Sleeping with the walls again. Into the cover. Darmus is right there, though. And another 2 count. And Steven, look at this. Taking out his frustrations there of that breakout with a Falcon Arrow. Darmus taken out the equation for a moment. And Steve and David have a downed Black Jesus. Can they take advantage? They're going to plant him down. Beautifully done there by Steve. And now Steve could find the final blow with his tag team partner down. Steve and David could take advantage to become 3-time Fight Night tag champs. Pedigree. Pedigree. Straight into the cover. Have they done it surely now? 2. No! He kicks out on his own accord. How has he done that? Oh, tossed into the exposed turnbuckle. I don't believe it. Where has he found the energy to kick out on his own? Darmus was down. I thought that was it. Still no. Beautifully placed frog splash there by Steven. What is it going to take for one of these teams to walk out the winners here? Neither team going down. To the corner again, needs to make a tag once more, but David not being allowed to tag back in here by Black Jesus. Well countered there by Steve, gets him behind, and look at this now, he's going to face buster. Very nicely done to plant him down. Jesus Christ. I'll tell you what, whoever wins this, every single team who are going to step up next has got a tough task, as neither one of these teams going down. Steven plants him down with the face buster again. Into the cover, is this enough? Finally, he's done it! He's done it! Enough damage was done, and the Wolfpac have got their titles back. They are the Mayhem and Fight Night Tag Team Champions. And they want to celebrate. Oh, but look at this. After weeks of these two teams exchanging blows and sneak attacks, the Wolfpac come out on top, and they take out the League of Gods, and they take them out for good. I'm sure the rematch for the Mayhem Tag Team titles is going to be just as good if there is one. But the Wolfpac expose the threat, and the crowd go absolutely wild for your new Mayhem and Fight Night Tag Team Champions. What a match. Everybody gave it their all, and I don't think anyone's leaving that match unhappy. What a contest. but the Wolfpac have once again captured the tag team titles. 2 more matches to go up tonight, so let's move on down the rest of the card. What a match from the Wolfpac, and they have got their tag team titles back with the new addition of the Mayhem tag team titles as well. And now it's time for King Sam and Alex Wilson to try their luck in capturing some gold. The #1 contenders, Fatal 4-Way, the winner will go on to face Max Danger for the World Heavyweight Champion. Many people stepped up to the plate to get this opportunity, but only 4 survived, and the first man down to the ring, the king of WIW, King Sam. He has gone through a lot to get this opportunity. He won the first show, beating SDC, Jaden, and of course the television champion, Big Willie, and he eliminated all 3 of those men. What a showing he put on. The only one who really matched that completely was Bruiser Brad, who managed to pick up all 3 eliminations in his contest as well. King Sam has definitely proven to be a top fighter. He's a Mayhem WIW champion. He was a Fight Night World Heavyweight champion. He knows what it means to be the world champion, and he has no other intentions right now to get revenge on the man who took the title from him, Max Danger. And now he has to focus up because, of course, he's not the only Wolfpac man in this match, and he's definitely not the only one who's out to get the world title. A man who's determined to prove himself after he was given one opportunity, and he took it well. It is one half of the Blood Brothers, Bruiser Brad. And I just realized that every single one of these guys have been in and around the tag team division in the last season. Well, it just shows you the strength that we have in the tag team division. They're not just limited to one type of wrestling. They can do it all. And Bruiser Brad, a perfect example of power and fury. A fantastic team he is with Big Boss. And tonight he steps up to try and capture his goal of becoming a World Heavyweight Champion. Max Danger has never collided with Bruiser Brad. In fact, he's worked with Bruiser Brad on several occasions when the Blood Brothers collided with the Wolfpac. And that was actually a Danger Zone, a pay-per-view dedicated to Max Danger. But despite the friendships they may or may not have, Bruiser Brad has a goal in mind, and that's to become World Heavyweight Champion, which would be his first title in this business if he could capture it. And for someone else who also will be capturing his first championship if he can get it, it is one half of the team known as Oxley and James. It is KO Oxley. Here he is emerging from the one spotlight, beaming down on this man, the king of the backbreaker. Tonight, after winning a fatal 4-way against his own partner and 2 other tough contenders, KO Oxley makes his way down to the ring. I believe one of those contenders is actually in this match tonight. I believe Alex Wilson was actually in that match, but he, of course, won the last chance battle royale that he get his shot in this match. But KO Oxley and Carter James, 2 men who said, listen, we deserve our opportunities. We've done everything for this brand, and we have got nothing in return. And this is exactly the point that they've been trying to make, and they finally, when given the opportunity, struck. Just like they did last time when they won at Mind Games and got a tag team title opportunity. This is how they got now their world title opportunity. Big night for KO Oxley tonight as well. The first time he's actually won over his own partner to get the bigger prize. But we'll have to wait and see how that goes. And last up tonight, a person who's going to be of particular interest in this match, Alex Wilson, who of course lost his first attempt but won the last chance battle royale to enter this match against everybody else who failed to win in the build up to this pay-per-view. But Alex Wilson needs to focus tonight, because not only is he in there with Bruiser Brad, who of course is a big threat and is not friendly with Alex Wilson. These two have collided many times in the tag division, and KO Oxley, of course, who was a part of the Four Corners tag team match where he lost the tag team titles. Of course, KO Oxley and Alex Wilson were part of the final 3 with JW Cashman in that match as well. But of course, on top of all of that, he is in there with his leader, his mentor, the man who has made him the man he is today, King Sam. These two have collided in the past in a match quite like this, and the winner on that occasion was King Sam. Will it be different this time round? Because Alex Wilson, we know, has his own beef with the champion. We'll have to wait and see how this one goes. 4 men all gunning to meet Max Danger at the next pay-per-view. Who's going to get it? We will have to wait and see. KO Oxley taken straight out to the outside by King Sam. And King Sam has actually mentioned in the past that he'd love to go to war with KO Oxley and Carter James. Believes they are top guys in the tag team division. Of course, never quite got their chance, KO Oxley and Carter James, and that's exactly the point they've been making. Meanwhile, Bruiser Brad, no surprise, he's going straight for Alex Wilson. These two collided many a time, as I mentioned, and for very little success as well. And of course, Alex Wilson emerged at the same time. King Sam lost his championship. And oh, look at that, another headbutt by Bruiser Brad. And you know he's going to use his strength and dominance to power through this match. A massive dude. Meanwhile, on the ramp, these two fighting out. And remember, this is Falls Count Anywhere, Fatal 4-Way Elimination. The last man standing will get a shot at Max Danger at the next pay-per-view for the World Championship. And look at that. What a powerbomb by Bruiser Brad. And he really is dominating the cruiserweight Alex Wilson right now. Meanwhile, KO Oxley struggling to deal with King Sam and keep him down for long. And there's an air raid siren neckbreaker there by King Sam. Who will be the first to bite the dust here? Who will be the first man eliminated in this match? And remember, the final match of the show after this, the 3-on-1 elimination handicap match for the World Championship of Mayhem, the WIW title on the line in a 3-on-1 handicap match, which you know is going to favor one side. Oh, look at this. Submission holder, Bruiser Brad. He's in a bad position. Not where he'd want to be. And King Sam looked like he was going to try and help his partner out there. Remember, this is elimination. Last man standing takes it. Look at King Sam now helping his partner out and takes him down. And look at this now. We're finally going to see these two collide inside this ring again. Here we go. Alex Wilson and King Sam colliding. King Sam now trying to take the upper hand. Has him in the corner. Oh, look at this, Oxley. Oxley going to toss him out of the ring and he's going to take him back to the outside maybe. Oh, wait, no. Look at this. Just going to suplex him back inside. Beautiful display of strength. King Sam rolls out of harm's way. And oh, and look at that, Oxley trying to take out both members of the Wolfpac there. He couldn't. And now Alex Wilson being ganged up on here by Oxley and Bruiser Brad. And Bruiser Brad now sends him into the corner. Not a good spot to be as he splashes him into the corner. Wilson in a lot of trouble here. Bruiser Brad might have been thinking bear hug. Well countered. And now look at that. Oh, gets caught taunting. Rolls up into the cover. King Sam trying to make the save, and he does. And that could have been Alex Wilson gone there, but King Sam saves his partner. Oh, look at that. Referee gets taken out with a super kick. Accidentally, it looked, as Bruiser Brad sidesteps him. But King Sam keeps Alex Wilson alive, and Alex Wilson takes out the referee. And then Wolfpac working together pretty well so far. But look at this. Lumbar check. The king of the backbreaker on a bonsai drop. And straight away kicks out there. Didn't waste any time to kick out of that bonsai drop. KO Oxley now playing to the crowd. Bruiser Brad once again going for the bear hug. Well, counting it into a Pele kick. Now Oxley's in trouble. No, King Sam's in trouble. Bruiser Brad rolling out of harm's way. King Sam in a lot of trouble. Backbreaker. The powerbomb backbreaker. And he might be able to get him here. Into the cover. Is this going to be enough? King Sam won't be helped by Wilson. He's being distracted by Bruiser Brad. And King Sam almost eliminated by KO Oxley. And King Sam survives. But only just. He doesn't look in good shape. It looks a little very wobbly there. Now Bruiser Brad going to get himself involved in this little scuffle between these two. And now look at this. Oh! Just headbutt taking him down. Now Bruiser Brad left in this ring with King Sam. King Sam went flying at him. Bruiser Brad caught it. But now Bruiser Brad has caught a vulnerable King Sam in the middle of the ring. Nowhere to go. Bear hug. Can Alex Wilson save him? He can. Wilson's... Oh, wait, no. He has tapped. Wilson couldn't get there in time. King Sam taps. And Alex Wilson just got flattened by Bruiser Brad. King Sam, in a surprising twist, is the first man out. Bruiser Brad took him out. KO Oxley and Bruiser Brad did well to take him out. And now Alex Wilson in trouble as he's now the only Wolfpac member left. And you know he was going to be ganged up on here in this match. Bruiser Brad taking him down. And King Sam back to his feet. I bet he cannot believe what's just happened. Bruiser Brad taking him out. What a surprise twist. And now another bear hug. The most lethal submission he's proven to be. And in trouble. But look at this. Oxley saved him. Oxley didn't let him do it. Codebreaker. KO Oxley didn't want him to take him out. Maybe he wanted to do it himself. I don't know. But bit of a problematic there. He could have had him gone, but he survives. He survives in this battle, and now look at this, Oxley. Oh, and a beautiful suplex, almost snapping him in half there. Well done by KO Oxley. This matchup has been brilliant so far. And now KO Oxley looking to get rid of Alex Wilson here, looking for the lumbar check. Beautifully done, perfectly placed on the back. Alex Wilson, though, look at that, still getting back to his feet, even though. Now Bruiser Brad back in the ring and just takes out Oxley with the uppercut. He's not happy because he knows he could have got him out of the ring here. But now look at this bonsai drop, beautifully placed down, straight into the cover to get rid of KO Oxley. He's gone. The referee counts him out, and now look at this. We're down to Alex Wilson and Bruiser Brad. One of these two will go on to face for the World Heavyweight Championship. There's the bear hug. Bear hug applied again. I think Bruiser Brad once again is about to clean sweep and win a shot at the title. He got it. I cannot believe it. Bruiser Brad cleans house, and he has now got a shot at Max Danger for the World Heavyweight Championship. Unbelievable. I don't know if anyone saw this one coming, but he did it, and he did it in style. Bruiser Brad cleans house, eliminates everyone, and he is now going to face Max Danger for the World Heavyweight Championship. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Bruiser Brad is going to face for the World Heavyweight Championship. That is an incredible performance, and I think not the result that everybody saw coming, but it's the result that happened. What a victory for Bruiser Brad here tonight. But that is not just it. It's time for the final match of the evening for the world title. Let's get this show on the road. Big win from Bruiser Brad. Let's move on down the rest of the card. Main event of what's been a crazy resurrection pay-per-view full of twists, turns, surprises, new champions, retaining champions, and it has come down to this. An impossible task ahead for one man who takes on 3 people at the same time to become the WIW champion. It is Stephen Miller versus Justice for the WIW championship. And the first man down to the ring, it is the real deal, Stephen Miller. A man who has done everything that he could possibly do to get himself a shot at the World Championship. And tonight his dream comes true. Probably not how he pictured it though, in a 3-on-1 handicap situation. Remember, this is elimination as well. The stipulation was chosen by Brad Skeens. They have to do it tag style, so only 2 men are legally allowed in the ring at the same time. But Stephen Miller must eliminate all 3 members of Justice to win here tonight and to become WIW champion. And Steve Miller has promised to try his best and do what he can, but the real deal, he's got one tough task ahead of him. Surely this is just too much for him. I can't imagine that it's not. It would be absolutely incredible if he can do it here tonight. But the odds are stacked against him. Will he be able to do it? Can the real deal, Stephen Miller, overcome the odds and walk out of here the WIW champion? Well, he's got 3 men that he has to deal with in order to get that. Not quite the rematch that he would have wanted from Insomnia, but I'm sure that's how he felt it was like back at Insomnia when Justice got themselves involved. But Lachlan, AD Nathaniel, and the WIW champion himself, Brad Skeens, all here tonight with one goal, and that is to rain justice down on Stephen Miller here tonight. It's an impossible task, really. And Mort Goldberg has done everything in his power to try and help Stephen Miller out, but in the end, Justice have reigned supreme. But can Justice do it again here tonight? They have the numbers advantage, and the Justice team are here. The Justice movement is strong, but can they defend the WIW championship against Stephen Miller? This would be an impossible task for Miller, but can he do the impossible? Bell rings, and away we go for the final time tonight as the WIW championship is on the line. And Steve Miller straight away going straight to work here on AD Nathaniel. And Nathaniel being put through his paces straight away, and look at that, what a kick there by Stephen Miller. And that's what Stephen Miller's going to want to do. He's going to want to get there early, get the early strikes on, What he'd want to do realistically in this type of matchup, you'll want to isolate one person at a time. If he can keep aiding Nathaniel in the ring for a long period of time and work away on him, he might be able to get that one done. Then maybe Lachlan or maybe Brad Skeens, depending. But he can't afford to allow frequent tags to occur. He can't afford for the numbers advantage to take effect too much. And look at that. Already trying to stop a tag from being made there. He's trying to tag out here, but Stephen Miller not going to let him. Stephen Miller came dressed and prepared for war tonight, and he knew he'd be put through a war. Justice have done everything in their power to try and remove Stephen Miller as a threat, but as we know, Stephen Miller just doesn't go down. Well caught there on the attempted combination there, and very nicely done by Skeens. And now, by Miller, sorry. And look at that, Stephen Miller with a beautiful 450. And I wonder what the game plan is here for Stephen Miller. He can't afford to exert too much energy, but he can't afford to let tags happen. Like that, in comes the WIW champion, and look at that. Just like I thought, Stephen Miller was waiting for that tag, and that's why he knew he was going to tag in Skeens. He wants his hands on Brad Skeens. What an embarrassing turn of events that would be if Skeens would be the first eliminated. For the last couple of weeks, Stephen Miller claims that Brad Skeens is scared of Steve Miller. That he is not, he doesn't want to face him because he knows that he'll be able to defeat him. Massive super kick to the jaw there. Skeens doesn't fall though, and Skeens stands tall and tries to power through it. And Skeens trying to prove tonight that he isn't scared of Miller. He just was smart enough to come up with the 3-on-1 handicap, and right now, look at that. Dealing with the strikes here from Stephen Miller, but the cruiserweight struggling to keep him down, and look at that, tossed into the corner and slammed down with a running bulldog. And wisely, Skeens going to get out there. Was definitely in a losing battle there. And that's been the case for a lot so far. He's definitely been in that losing battle situation. And what are they doing here? Just a bunch of tags here from the Justice team, and Skeens comes back in. I wonder what the strategy is here from Lachlan and AD, Nathaniel and Skeens, trying to figure out maybe the best approach to do it. Trying to get the elimination early here, just trying to get Steve Miller out of here. Shoulders up. And for Steve Miller, you've got to imagine that even if he can just get rid of one, it would be an achievement. A well-deserved fight he's putting on, but he's really putting on a fight here. These strikes are doing brilliantly, but now these two getting caught in a striking battle. Who's going to come out top? Went for a spinning heel kick, missed there, sidestepped and into a sidewalk slam. Steve Miller all on his own here, and he's in trouble. Skeens looking for a spear. Can he connect? Yes, he can. Spear from the WIW champion to his #1 contender. And is that Steve Miller already taken care of? No, it's not. And surely he must have known that he wasn't going to go down that easy, but Skeens tried to take the easy way out, just spear him and get out. But Miller, as we expected, refusing to stay down. And look at that, now not letting him make the tag. He wants his hands on he wants his hands on Brad Skeens. And once again, the strikes come in and followed through with a sling blade. And now playing to the crowd here, the real deal. He might get caught here taunting as he gets back to his feet. But look at this. That's exactly what he wanted. Hyping up the crowd. Trying to find his way to one elimination here if he can get it. Has him in the corner. Look at this. Trying to get into the ring, but the referee trying to stop Lachlan from getting in the ring. Trying to keep control of this match if he can. Went for the clothesline. Well sidestepped. Now looking for a neck breaker. Here is Miller. Well sidestepped there by Skeens, who's going to get caught taunting. And now once again going for the neck breaker and connects. Big mistake made by Skeens there. Gets caught taunting. Now the real deal, Steve Miller trying to pounce with the thinking here. Oh, and a beautiful flip powerbomb into the cover. And Lachlan saves him. And that could have been him gone there. Now Lachlan leaving the ring, but he's not done there. Stephen Miller still trying to pick up that elimination. Looking for the tie driver again. Can he get him down? Tie driver! Tie driver straight into the cover. Is anyone going to be able to come and save him? I think they are. Lachlan once again at one. Breaks it up, but look at this. Stephen Miller taking out Lachlan. And I think Justice was scared for a moment there that they were about to lose their leader in this match. And now look at this. Stephen Miller taking on both Skeens and Lachlan at the moment. Lachlan taken down. And right now just working away on him. Taking out his frustrations, but he needs to focus as Steve Miller Brad Skeens gets back to his feet. What a suplex there by Stephen Miller. And he's not even focusing right now on the legal man, and that's given Skeens the time to escape. And I think that was what Skeens was looking for there. Lachlan stayed in the ring long enough to distract him so he can get out of there and get out of harm's way. But what a start it's been by Stephen Miller. He really is bringing the fight. We knew he would. We knew he wouldn't back down here. But already the numbers game might be too much. The frequent tags from Justice here trying to keep each other fresh. Stephen Miller clearly has the better of Skeens. He's proven that in several occasions so far. He did it in Insomnia, and he clearly has done it here tonight. But Lachlan and AD Nathaniel being the equalizers here, slowing Steve Miller in his tracks. If Steve Miller wins here tonight, you've got to imagine this is one of the biggest victories in WIW history. But right now, could play for the count out here. Remember, champion's advantage, count out or disqualification will end in Steve Miller losing the title, not winning the title. But remember, if he can get one of them out by count out, that doesn't matter because it's elimination, and that person will just be eliminated. So I guess in that respect, the champion's advantage isn't really applicable here. And Steve Miller, oh my god, Miller getting caught taunting. What was he thinking there? Huge mistake. And now AD Nathaniel might be able to capitalize. A huge mistake there by Stephen Miller, the real deal. And flying in with an elbow drop straight into the cover. And that might make him pay there by eliminating Stephen Miller from the match. He doesn't. Miller, how could you do that? Get caught taunting like that. Massive spine buster by Nathaniel. And he really is just trying to get him out of here, doing everything he can. Miller in a lot of trouble here too. Oh, I thought he was gone. A huge kick out. Steve Miller survives, but he can't afford to get caught taunting again here. And he is, what's he doing? Gets caught taunting again, trying to wind up Justice maybe, but now getting caught on the roll up. Oh, and he's caught with a 2. What is the game plan here from Stephen Miller? Why is he doing this? Just taunting, and look at that, trying to capitalize there on AD Nathaniel, couldn't. Back in comes Skeens. I wonder what the game plan is here from Stephen Miller. Skeens now has a chance to take advantage. Look at a fly, misses the elbow drop. And look at this, trying to tag Lachlan as he realizes that he's messed up there by coming back in, and in comes Lachlan. Lachlan has been a pain in Stephen Miller's side the whole night so far. Spins him around. Oh, look at this, submission hold applied. Submission hold. The referee not letting... Oh, wait, Nathaniel's in the ring. And already, before the submission could be cinched in, the referee separates him. And look at this. Miller once again taunting, trying to embarrass Justice here tonight. If he can. Flips him over into the cover. The submission didn't work, so they're going to go for the count. Is this getting rid of Lachlan? No, it's not. It's a 2 count. Stephen Miller is fighting on bravely here, but he might be getting too carried away in the psychological warfare and losing sight of the task that he has ahead of him, which is eliminating 3 people. He can't afford to keep getting caught taunting like he has been. But he's using his high-flying abilities to his full effect here. Beautiful 450 off the ropes. And now look at this, looking for a beautiful lion salt as well. Straight into the cover and into the... Oh, he can't get him. Again, Lachlan, AD Nathaniel and Skeens just keep getting involved, and that's becoming a problem. Big knee lift there by AD Nathaniel and taking him out the clothesline. And that is the advantage of the numbers advantage. Stephen Miller can't make a cover because the other 2 keep getting involved when he goes to make the count. Now look at this, dragging him closer to the ropes now. And what's Lachlan thinking here? Has something in mind, the Aussie man. Big strike to the gut. And stands him up again. Stephen Miller, tell you what a performance he's putting on tonight. But he just can't get that elimination due to interruptions. And now look at this. I'm thinking maybe for the flip over DDT, maybe. Or maybe something different. Running knee, no! Went for a running knee, well sidestepped. And look at that, straight back on the prowl, not going to let him. But look at this, Lachlan countered again. Lachlan might have been noticing the slipping here from AD Nathaniel. And from Brad Skeens. From Stephen Miller, sorry, should I say. And there we go. Lethal injection. And that could be it. Just the one mistake could have cost him. And Justice slay Stephen Miller. As promised, the punishment of a spear which was delivered and a lethal injection. And Brad Skeens retains the WIW Championship with the help of Lachlan and AD Nathaniel. And it only needed 1 lethal injection. Miller, a fantastic fight, a fantastic performance. but there was just nothing he could do. The numbers advantage crept up on him. He couldn't pick up eliminations because of the number advantage. And Steve Miller is down and out as Lachlan, AD Nathaniel, and the WIW champion Brad Skeens retain the championship here tonight to close off what's been an amazing Resurrection pay-per-view. I hope you guys have enjoyed as much as I have, because what a pay-per-view. But at the end of it all, justice stands tall, and Brad Skeens is still the WIW champion. Hope you guys enjoyed tonight. Be sure to leave a like if you did. Comment your thoughts and feelings on tonight's pay-per-view. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.